Hey everybody, Two Nuts here. We got another project. Well, it's an old project, but it's a new project. We got some pie. Alright guys, this is what we got. We got Winston in the garage. Say hi, Winston. Hello! We got this, well, beat up piece of crap. And we got this, Precision Turbo 5531. So what we're starting with is the downpipe. Winston is cutting some pie. Here's what I got started. Let's get into it. Okay, so I'm sure some of you guys are probably wondering, why don't I just buy a pie cut? Well, I can. That is a possibility. It'd be a whole lot easier. This is not how I roll. I like to do all this stuff, and I probably got 50 feet worth of cutoffs of 3-inch 304 stainless. So that's just the way that I'm going to do them until I run out. When I run out, yeah, I'll probably still do it this way. All right, so. Okay, now that torture is over with, let's see what we got. So I already got some made to go this way, but we're gonna have to go this way and down there. So I'll probably start on just tacking a couple more together. Kind of sort of make another one of these, but probably only this long so that we can turn it. We'll see how that works out. We're gonna do something like this. Run over there and see what it looks like. Alright. So if we put this guy here, and almost by looking at it, I'm gonna say we're gonna turn this guy. Oh, we're just turning barely that way down there. It's gonna have to be trial and error. Unless I get another hand and crawl underneath there, but for now we're just gonna do it like this. Alright, so straight here. This is straight. Everything is about flat. Close enough. So we're gonna turn it, let's just say ever so slightly, and we're just gonna turn it like that. So let's get that tacked together, lightly tacked, and see what we got. Alright, so here's what we got. Ever so slightly turned. So let's go see how that works. Alright, I think we actually got one too many pieces on, I think. Yeah, I think we got one too many pieces on, so I think I'm going to take one piece off. And then we're going to shoot a straight piece over there for, I don't know, let's just call it 6 or 7 inches long. And let's see if that can get us going down that way enough. I know, it's hard to see. If I get some help later, I'll crawl underneath there and bring the camera down there. Alright, let's see what we got. Yeah, you can't really see squat down in there. But I'm liking that so far. Now, I'm going to get to a point where I'm going to have to put a V-band on it. And I may be at that point. I may have to put a V-band either up here so that I can take this on and off, or I'll probably have to put a V-band right where we're at down there in order for me to be able to get this thing in and out. So I don't know, for now maybe I'll just tack it here and take this on and off for now. I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna think on this for a minute. So I think what I'm gonna do is up at the top, I'm gonna do a V-band. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna do a V-band. So for one, yeah, if I put a V-band here, it's gonna make things a whole lot easier. But what it'll also do is it'll allow me to make another one to come up here, and I can either go get a hood from the salvage yard, or I can just take the hood off and just go screw around in the summertime. It'll be fun. Okay, here's what I got. We're gonna take this guy, I'm gonna throw him on my positioner, we're gonna weld it up. Good rule of thumb is always to leave the V-band on it, clamped down. That just helps with the heat and keeps it from warping. But I'm gonna go ahead and weld this guy up. Got all right, so what do we got here? All right, so what I see is, I guess I didn't account for the thickness of the V-band, because now it is definitely too far this way. Not sure if I like that, so probably I gotta have to cut something down. I may have to just go ahead and lose one of these sections and see if that brings it back in line. All right, well, it's all trial and error. That's how it goes. I'm gonna get that out and cut and fixed. Okay, so I just had something a little bit unforeseen happen. Let me explain to you guys what I had happen. So I took that one pie piece out, and by doing that, it raised the angle up this way and shot this right into here. I didn't really expect that to happen. So what I did is I cut another piece of pie, much, obviously you can see down there, it's much skinnier. So it kept the angle down that way, and it sucked it in a little bit more. So we're gonna go ahead and go underneath and see what it looks like from there. All right, here's what we got. Here's what we got from underneath here. So I think what I'm gonna want is this guy, it needs to go right there. So I think I wanna cut this guy down a little bit. Well, so I don't have to make as tight of a turn. So I'm going to trim that down, I don't know, we'll just take it down like 2 inches probably. And then I could start another turn to go that way. Let me give you guys a quick rundown on speed tacking. How I tack those pipe pieces together so fast. Alright, a little bit of pre-flow, you're going to need a little bit of gas. Well, current I got set to 100 amps. So yeah, it's pretty high, but you're only blasting it for a couple milliseconds. So let me show you how it's done. Alright. Pinch them tight together. I like pushing them up against the vise, really close to the electrode. Bam, done. Now you got a tiny little tack. Easy as pie, man. All right, here's what I got, and I am not confident Not confident I'm gonna be able to fit that down there, but let's see what happens. Oh wow. So I got it. Oh, look at that. No kidding. Huh. Alright, and no complaints. And no complaints about that. Now, I'm gonna get a whole lot further, I don't know. Definitely skeptical if I'm gonna get any further. Okay, I got these two more welded on here. Let's see if it'll fit. No kidding. Alright. Let's just keep moving on until it doesn't fit anymore, and then I will go with a V-band. I was hoping not to have to put multiple connections, but let's see what happens. Alright guys, here's what we got. So it doesn't slide in from the top. I'm sure that's no surprise. That's gonna get cut off. I had to reuse an old V-band because I didn't order enough of them. So that's what we got. It's a crap ton of welding. I'll set you guys up for some of it, but you probably don't want to sit forever while I weld. It means hours and hours. So either way, you guys will see a little bit of it. And then after that, we'll do some O2 bungs. Alright guys, it's a bummer, but I popped a tack, which definitely sucks. So I had headphones in, jamming out, and I didn't hear it. So I'm going to have to cut it. Unfortunately, I only got like 1 inch or so of weld on there. So I'm going to have to cut it, sand it back down, throw it all back in, draw the line on it again, tack it together, put some more tacks on it, and weld it again. It happens. Oh well, I'll fix it. Okay, so here's what I got so far. Remember how I was saying that I popped the tack? Well, it turned out that that was the perfect spot to put a V-band at. So now this is going to be here. I already checked, I can get this piece in and out from the top, so it should work out. So I'm just going to weld the other end of the V-band on there and rock and roll. Alright, here we go. It is finished. Well, this stage of it's finished. So we got there. And then we're gonna go underneath. Alright, there's the V-band clamp down here. Broom, broom, broom. There we go. So now you look way up in there, and we're gonna have to do the dump tube. So dump tube for the wastegate is next. Alright, so I was working on the dump tube. And in and out, I just was from underneath the car. I just wasn't having it. So I went ahead and pulled it back out. Winston ran out here and helped me pull it back out. And I'm gonna go ahead and work on the dump tube right here. You try to get it to land in here. Try to get it to land right in there. That's how we're gonna do it. This is just what I got to start with, so that's it. All right, here we go. Finished. I got the O2 bungs tucked away up in there. So yep, there it is. All right, so what I got now is to Cerakote it, and that's about it. Cerakote all this and the manifold. So tear it all apart and get that thing coated, and it'll be done. All right, guys, here we go. We got them all Cerakoted. Cerakote V series. Supposed to give us some insulation and then obviously keep it from rusting. So I'm gonna get these things put on really quick. All right, everybody. It's on. It's done. I was trying to protect the wastegate. I don't really like how this turned out, but for now, it's gonna ride. Probably gonna need some more of this over here. We'll see. But other than that, this section is done. Now, clean up my mess. And I got a little sneak peek of some other stuff. Some of the next projects going on for this thing. But alright guys, for now, I want you to always remember, there's never anything wrong being a little too nuts. See you guys later.